Enjoy New Earth Foundation's wonderful story as you watch this brief presentation. New Earth Foundation is an outstanding nonprofit grant-giving organization. See what New Earth Foundation has accomplished and why New Earth Foundation needs your kind assistance. Learn how New Earth Foundation is benefiting families, communities, the environment, advanced education, and in many other areas of need. Since 1997, New Earth Foundation has awarded grants to impressive, leading-edge, and high-impact nonprofit projects, locally, nationally, and internationally. New Earth Foundation was founded by John Bigelow Loveland with the vision that his inheritance would be used to help the earth become a better place for all, reflected in the great variety of projects supported by New Earth Foundation. John, a religious man, served God by serving humanity and the earth instead of himself. A small table behind a sofa was John's office. The original funding of New Earth Foundation came exclusively from John, supporting many valuable programs in Sedona, the Verde Valley, and around the world. For his generosity, John received the Philanthropist of the Year award from the Sedona Community Foundation, presented to him by Stephanie Giesbrecht. John, tremendously generous yet extremely modest, would not have bought this festive white suit for himself. It was a gift he appreciated. New Earth Foundation was founded to award grants to nonprofit organizations that do exceptional work. These organizations have innovative projects that help create a better world. It can be seen here that John indeed lived a remarkably simple lifestyle and was content with little for himself. This picture shows John with the only TV he owned for years, 2 postcard-sized, so small that when watching a tennis match, the ball would periodically disappear from sight. New Earth Foundation gives grants to projects that ideally demonstrate 5 important requirements. A project must meet an urgent, high-priority need. It must be innovative, leading edge, at the forefront of its field. The project must make a strong, positive impact. It must be a model that can be replicated in other locations. The project must have sustaining power over time. With these requirements, the benefits of New Earth Foundation's grants have an increased impact. They reach far beyond the initial project, as we will show you with a few examples. Furthermore, New Earth Foundation monitors the progress of each project and how the grant funds are applied. Since 1997, New Earth Foundation has given hundreds of grants to life-enhancing projects in a variety of areas of society, locally, nationally, and internationally. Examples are youth planting food in senior gardens for better senior nourishment. Endangered teens study for a better future instead of potentially getting in conflict with the law. Rangers are trained to allow cows and wolves to coexist in the same area. Beautiful, green, and sustainable architecture for everyone to enjoy. All of this began with the generosity of one man. But wait, see even further reaching examples of New Earth Foundation's grantee projects and be a much-needed part of this spirit of generosity. Homelessness may happen for different reasons, such as divorce, illness, unemployment, or catastrophes. New Earth Foundation has awarded grants to highly effective homeless shelters, such as the shelter servicing Cottonwood. Such shelters provide life skill training, classes in career development, and education to keep a job. They further teach the importance of saving and are helping homeless families find work as well as a home of their own. There is much more for New Earth Foundation to do where you can greatly help. New Earth Foundation gave grants to build earthquake-safe earthbag homes in Nepal for the countless homeless earthquake victims. Earthbag homes and schools, as constructed by Good Earth Nepal, are inexpensive, quick to build, and extremely durable, proven to endure earthquakes and floods. Wouldn't you feel wonderful knowing that you helped families not have to spend another freezing winter in a tent without heat, water, or sanitation? Most of us would not want to endure such a situation for years or even for a day. New Earth Foundation realized the magnitude of step-forward education to provide high schools nationwide with groundbreaking and experiential elective courses. This 4-year high school program prepares students to be future creative thinkers, skilled humanitarian leaders, and social entrepreneurs dedicated to providing service and social innovation that helps solve humanity's most pressing problems. Also, workshops for teachers and parents are included. New Earth Foundation has awarded several grants to this valuable project and would like your help to complete this timely curriculum for high schools throughout the U.S. and eventually worldwide. Here is where funds are urgently needed. Can you imagine having to walk miles every day to get fresh water for your family? Carrying a heavy water container on your head? Collecting the water for the family and farming are the traditional tasks for women in Africa. As a consequence, they suffer severe spine injuries from carrying the heavy water jugs. One City Ministries provides a solution, a specially designed water cart. Yet it has to be earned by first learning better farming skills to feed the family. New Earth Foundation supported this highly effective program. What would you do for your morning coffee without safe water in your house and no Starbucks around the corner? Many people on this planet have only highly contaminated water. They often walk miles to carry a bucket of polluted water and become sick or even die from drinking it. New Earth Foundation gave a grant to build 17 solar-pumped clean water community systems in Honduras and the Dominican Republic. This pioneering project became a model and catalyst for replicated projects now used around the globe. This school bus runs on what? Biodiesel? It is made by Biodiesel US, BUS, from transformed used restaurant oils left after making our restaurant food, preventing the temptation of illegally dumping the land-polluting grease. Biodiesel is a renewable, non-toxic, inexpensive clean-burning diesel replacement, U.S.-made, sparing students from inhaling the toxic diesel fumes. New Earth Foundation saw the great need for this safe and creative alternative for school bus fuel, saving both school funds and the environment, and gave a grant. Every year, U.S. farmers deal with 250 million tons of agricultural residues by burning them. This common practice across our country pollutes the air, contributes to global warming, and creates serious health and safety risks for nearby communities. New Earth Foundation gave a grant to Fiber Future's innovative project that uses the agricultural residues to produce paper and building materials. This project also saves trees. There is only 5% left of the nation's virgin forests due to excessive logging. New Earth Foundation gladly supported this solution for 2 major global problems. Youth for Environmental Sanity, or YES, was founded by 2 teenagers. Their incredible work was hardly known to grant givers, and their young age made for an unusual request, so that the lack of funding was threatening the existence of YES. New Earth Foundation realized the enormously effective work being accomplished by 2 teenagers, for teenagers, and gave a grant to YES that truly made the difference. YES became one of the largest youth leadership programs today, operating in many countries and serving as a role model around the world. It is another example of how New Earth Foundation's grant benefits multiply through replicable work. New Earth Foundation supported a reconciliation program between Arabs and Jews for peace by the Arab Jewish Community Center in Tel Aviv. Arab and Jewish people of all ages gather to appreciate each other, their languages, and their traditions. They participate in continued activities for children and adults, in frequent celebrations, and much sought-after language courses in Hebrew and Arabic, so that neighbors can talk directly to each other. Peace training is needed globally and in every family. Communication is the key. New Earth Foundation gave a grant to the Center for Nonviolent Communication, founded by Marshall Rosenberg. It teaches expression of needs without abusive language or action. The training features the use of puppets to demonstrate how to communicate from the heart, employing the giraffe, and how not to communicate from the ego, using the jackal. This technique renders arguments impersonal, assisting people to accept the needs of others instead of criticizing or blaming them. Agreements can be reached and things can get done. This technique is used for general conflict resolution in schools as well as by social service organizations such as prisons, police, and in other work settings across the country, even for solutions between countries. Could Congress benefit from this technique? Citizens and elected local officials frequently feel powerless as they try to protect their communities from toxic dumps, brown water, fire-producing gases coming out of their faucets, or earthquakes shaking their homes from hydraulic fracking. They do not want toxic industrial wastes dumped into their lakes and rivers. Would you? Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund and their democracy schools teach citizens and officials their rights to a clean environment and how to legally protect the health of their community, especially children, the elderly, and their families. New Earth Foundation gave grants to this exceptional program. New Earth Foundation has helped projects in communities all over the world and also made a significant difference in Sedona and the Verde Valley. One of the many local organizations which New Earth Foundation has supported is Verde Valley Caregivers Coalition. This organization assists older adults and the disabled in their homes, making sure they have food, care, transportation, pet service, and company, and are able to get to the proper place through their Guardian Angel program in case of an emergency. Wouldn't you greatly appreciate such loving care for your elderly relatives or for yourself if needed? Food banks in the Verde Valley operated without coordination so that food supplies were abundant here and lacking there. This made a coordination of food bank activities necessary. New Earth Foundation gave a grant to Cornucopia, working with the local food council, integrating not only the work of all food banks in the Verde Valley, but also coordinating food donations from local growers and markets. This program greatly improved the efficiency of local food banks and increased the availability of food for those in need. It makes our own meals more enjoyable when supporting such programs and being a part of the distribution of food to the disadvantaged. Indeed, the capacity to care gives life its deepest significance. Pablo Casals. You have seen a few examples of the impressive projects New Earth Foundation has supported since 1997, projects that spread to millions of people. New Earth Foundation wants to do more and assist many others not yet helped. New Earth Foundation seeks to reach out to the numerous leading-edge innovative programs requesting grants from New Earth Foundation to help those in distress. New Earth Foundation needs your generous help. Please donate. Go to www.newearthfoundation.org and donate now, simply by clicking on the Donate button. Or send your check to New Earth Foundation, P.O. Box 100, Sedona, Arizona 86339, USA. Please stay in contact as a friend of New Earth Foundation through its collectible free newsletter, New Earth Rising, via New Earth Foundation's website or by email, nef@newearthfoundation.org. Thank you.